What is up, everyone? And I'm back with another video. You saw my Eastern Conference prediction for the East. Now we're on the West. We got the one seed, the Golden State Warriors, hosting to New Orleans Pelicans. I said this before. I think Golden State is just too of a hell of a good team to lose the series. I heard New Orleans was pretty bad. Pretty much got lucky, I think, in the getting into the playoffs. But, I don't see New Orleans winning this series. I think Golden State is going to go all over New Orleans. I actually think that this is going to be a sweep. I actually think Golden State is going to beat New Orleans in 4 games. That's how I'm going to do it. I got the Warriors to win a 4-0 sweep series against New Orleans. I got Golden State moving on to the next round, beating New Orleans in 4 games. The 4 versus 5. This is some sort of mistake. I don't know why. It's supposed to be 4 versus 5. We got the Portland Trailblazers hosting to the Memphis Grizzlies. I said this in my last video. I don't know anything about these teams or the record or anything, but I'm going to make a quick prediction. I actually, Portland's obviously the better team here. Grizzlies, people say maybe have a chance. But I can see this probably going to 6 games or 5. I actually, yeah. But my gut feeling, I'm going to say my gut feeling. My gut feeling, I'm going to take the Trailblazers in a 6-game series. So I'm taking the Trailblazers to beat the Memphis Grizzlies in 6 games. So up here we got the Golden State and the Trailblazers. The 2 versus 7 involves the Houston Rockets hosting to the Dallas Mavericks. Houston's obviously better. Mavericks been struggling. Rajon Rondo's on that team now. Like I said, picked them from the Celtics, and I think Rajon Rondo can do something. The Rockets, they're kind of weak. They're not really. And I actually can smell something. What I smell? Upset. To pick this series, I think it's going to go 7 games, and I think the number 7 Dallas Mavericks is going to upset the number 2 Houston Rockets in 7 games. I think this is going to be a home-away matchup. I think it's going to be I think the first 4 games is pretty much going to be home away. What I mean is, the first 2 games in Houston, I think Houston win both of them. Game 3 and 4 is in Dallas. I think Dallas win both. Game 5 in Houston. Houston wins. Game 6 in Dallas. Dallas wins. But Game 7 in Houston, I think Dallas steals. That's how I think it is. That's my first upset of the pick. I'm picking Dallas, the 7th seed, to upset the 2 seed in 7 games. So I got Mavericks moving on. The next is the 3 versus 6. I apologize. I don't know why it says 5. 3 Los Angeles Clippers hosting to the San Antonio Spurs. And, the Spurs, they won. They've been playing decent. They're pretty much unpredictable. So, and the Clippers are not really that. I actually think this is going to go 6 or 7. Actually picking this series to go to 6. And some of you may be shocked. I'm actually picking the upset here again. I think the San Antonio Spurs is going to upset the Clippers in 6 games. I think the Spurs can be able to, move the ball well. I think the Spurs can do it. They won the championship last year, I believe. Did they? I don't even remember who won last year. I think they did, yeah. But I think their fate is in themselves. The fans have faith in themselves. There's energy in their coach. I think the Spurs can do it. So that's where I'm going. So let's go through it one more time. Western. So in the 1 versus 8 matchup, I got the old Golden State Warriors to beat the New Orleans in a 4-game sweep. Golden State's moving on right here. For the 4 versus 5, I got the Trailblazers winning in 6 games. For the number 2, Houston Rockets. The number 7, Dallas Mavericks. I got the number 7 to offset the number 2, Houston Rockets in 7 games. And not least, I got the 3 versus 6. I got the San Antonio Spurs, the 6th seed, to beat the number 3 seed Clippers in 6 games. Right here we got Golden State, Portland, Dallas, and Spurs, sorry. So that's it. Whatever happens, I'll be back for the second round predictions. So that's my Western, and see you guys later.